All right, here we are. This is the last comma lesson that I'm going to give you, but it's the most important one. It's the reason that I've been doing commas with you seniors this fall. Comma splices. I see it in your writing all the time. It's a huge pain. It doesn't look good. We need to knock it off. What is a comma splice? Well, commas can't be used to join two main clauses. What's a main clause? A main clause is a sentence that stands on its own. It's got all the information you need. In my first example here, my only example that we're going to use, it was early in the season. That's a full sentence. It's a main clause. It's got a subject, it's got a verb, it stands all by itself. So does the second half of the sentence. Every team was still a contender. Doesn't need anything else. You cannot put a comma between those two things. You have created a comma splice. And it shouldn't happen because there are three ways that you can fix it. Three ways you could be correct, and so many of you are choosing the fourth and incorrect way. So here they are. This should be review, but once again, one way to make it right, the easiest way to make it right is to just use a period. It was early in the season, period. Every team was still a contender. Notice how I capitalized the word every there because that starts a sentence. A few of you need that lesson as well. Now, that's real basic. I hope that all of your sentences aren't that simple. You can combine things, and that's what we want to use semicolons and commas for. That's what you should be doing at this level. Not all of your sentences should be 6 words long, all right? So a semicolon, and we're going to cover this a little bit more in Try 2, but a semicolon can be used to separate two main clauses. It was early in the season, semicolon. Essentially, it's doing the same job as a period. It's just that the second half needs to be related to the first, and it is in this case, and then you don't have to capitalize the word after the semicolon. Not only do you not have to, you should not. So it was early in the season, semicolon, every team was still a contender. And then, of course, the most common way to combine sentences is to use that comma that you're all so fond of, but have it working with a conjunction like and, or, but. You get the idea. It was early in the season, comma, and every team was still a contender. All right, so when you go to the new folder this week, the Week 10 folder, you will find commas exercise 5 called misuse of commas right here. And you will do this the same way you have done all of the other comma examples that we've done, all the other comma exercises. You're going to see sentences. You're going to see drop-down menus. Let me just slide this over so you can see the whole thing. You'll see the sentence above so you can read it as is. And then you can see learning about the origins of the names of the states can be fascinating. Is there any reason I'm going to want to put a comma there? If there is, I'll drag it down to this. If otherwise, it's going to be no comma. Remember, you need to get more than half of these things right in order to get full credit. But as we are heading into the final week of school after this, your final exam is going to be about commas. So go ahead and take all of these things over again if you'd like. You can do it up to 20 times after all. Practice, and you'll get a great grade. All right, bye.